Hey there everyone, I'm Atwight, and welcome back to Tales of Destiny. Last time we did some optional side stuff in Pandaria. We met with the Lens Pro guy, who is the easiest way to become very overpowered very quickly, and Pain! I got Luna from the warehouse. Woohoo! Totally worth it. My hand still hurt, by the way. And this is being recorded 1 day later. Yeah, still hurt. And today, as you see, I am now in Calvalis, outside of Calviola. So you might think that, yeah, we're gonna do optional side stuff in Calvalis today. Well, I would, if there was any. There is one little thing, and that is all. And well, you should probably do that because it's also very rewarding, and you need to do this to be able to get the final sacred skill for Stahn. So let's fly over to the beach. Remember, there was a kid, I believe, yeah, it was a kid who told us about a old man at the beach who had a lot of plants. Well, just go onto this little piece of land and you will go to the seed shop. Now you might be thinking, what the hell do you need a seed for? And well, it's just another one of these very green, nice looking places and oh, you're here too, huh? Okay, I am sure that this is Hiroku, only he runs around the world and changes his name every time we find him. Talk to him, and this is the seed researcher, he says. I'm an expert on seeds. I'm doing research on various plants of the world. Yes, you appear to have a natural talent for growing plants. Would you like to buy some seeds? Don't really know where you get that from, but yeah, sure I will. So you can buy a palm seed, a Estema seed, or a Lanakir seed. Now I'm just gonna say it right now, the palm seed and the Estema seed is close to useless. You want to focus all your money on the Lanakir seed. As you see, it's 10,000 gold, so they are a little bit expensive, but believe me, it is worth it. Yes, I do. I actually want 5 of them. So I'm just gonna cut until I have all 5, because of course he can't just sell you all 5 at a time. No, of course not, that would be too easy. There we go, 5 Lanakir seeds. Now, where are we actually gonna use this though? I mean, we haven't seen any place in the world that we can actually use them. Well, it's true that we haven't really seen many areas that actually have any soil or anything that you can actually plant seeds in. Most of this world is actually more of a medieval type of, well, cities and all that. Sure, some of the villages could possibly have it, but we haven't really seen any farming village, have we? Well, actually, where you want to go is not this way. I'm lost. Good. We actually want to go to Liena. Yep, Stahn's hometown. So let's see if I can get there without getting lost. I am really not making any promises. It is over there, right? Or is that... Yep, that's that. God damn it. You see why I wanted to cut out the traveling in this world? I can never find my way around. There we go. So, can you please land? There we go. Good. And Liena village is as dark as the rest of the world, but it will still work. So let's talk to Aunt Maggie. If you have a seed, why don't you try to grow it? I'll rent you a part of my field for 2,000 gold. And kick in some fertilizer too. Yeah, you lying old hag. Palm seed or the L seed. Now, just so you know though, do not waste your money on the palm seed, because you will be using a lot of money. So make sure it counts. I'm gonna, of course, use the L seed. Hold on, Stahn, which fertilizer do I want to use? Okay, so this is the most important part of the seed planting side quest. What item you get depends on which fertilizer you use. But not only that, there are actually 4 other seeds that we can't get anywhere else. And the way you get them is by using the right fertilizer on the right seed. So we just use a Laniker seed. I want this to turn into a Fen seed. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna choose fertilizer number 3. And then you want to exit the village and come back in. And talk to Aunt Maggie again. See, we are starting to get something here. Not bad, not bad. Stahn, there's a bud now. That's good. Which fertilizer do you want to use now? It'll cost you 1000 gold, honey. Yeah, you need to pay for the fertilizer every time. Great. But anyway, this time we want to use fertilizer number 2. And then we go outside again. Yes, this is gonna take a while and it is expensive as all hell. And talk to her again. It's time to give more fertilizer to the plant. And this time, yeah, 1000 again, yeah. I want to go with fertilizer number 3 once again. And exit. Do you start to see a pattern here? Well, you should. Because there definitely is a pattern. And let's talk to her again. Stahn, there's a seed for you. Here, take it with you. And we get a Fen seed, which is a seed that we can't buy anywhere else. Not bad. So what are we gonna use the Fen seed for? Well, we are actually gonna do the exact same thing. We are gonna plant this one too and make it a different seed again. Now, instead of me sitting here 40-45 minutes telling you how to get every goddamn item from every seed, I'm gonna put a link in the video description that will take you to the RPG Shrine, which have the most complete guide when it comes to the seed planting game, in my opinion. But now, how about we use our new Fen seed and try to make it a different seed once again? Oh, we have to exit again. Really? Remember that, but okay, fine. I don't even know if I have enough money, to be honest. I think it should be fine. Let's see. This time though, I want to... Yeah. We want to plant the Fen seed. Hold on, Stahn, what fertilizer do you want me to use? Well, this time I want you to use fertilizer number 1. Because this time we are trying to get a aureola seed, which is the second to last seed. Or as we can also, I guess you can call it, the second best seed. There is actually another seed you can get if you use the Estima seed, but really what you get there is nothing but crap. And yeah, there's a bud, I can see that. This time I want to use fertilizer number 3. And exit. And come back in. You should get used to this by after a while, believe me, because there is more we want to do. Because there are actually another little side quest we need to do, pretty much that. And this time, once again, fertilizer number 1. I know this is not the most entertaining thing you've ever seen, and I knew it was gonna, and I knew it from the first episode I made of this game that the the plant minigame would get, or side quest. Why do I absolutely have to call it a minigame? The plant side quest might get a little bit boring. And here we get a aureola seed. So let's exit once again. And actually, I'm gonna use the aureola seed and get something very, very worth it. I'm actually not gonna make it into the final seed, the chuck seed. Instead, I'm gonna make, well, it's actually a very, very good piece of armor. Yeah, I know, you can get armor from growing a plant. I don't know how that works, but it apparently does. So, let's do this again. Let's use the aureola seed. Hold on, what fertilizer do you want me to use this time? I want you to use fertilizer number 3. Now, the aureola seed you can also get a lot of stat-up herbs from, but as I already told you, just use the Lens Pro instead, it's a lot easier. There's a bud, I know. This time I want you to use fertilizer number 1. Going back outside, ay. After I get my item now though, I'm gonna cut out the rest of this, even though there is a new item, I'm just gonna tell you the path I took to get that item. And finally, I want you this time to use fertilizer number 2. And exit! If I had an exit counter, it would blow up right now. And when you check the plant this time, you will get a Cutie mitten. Yeah, from a plant. I mean, isn't that normal? I mean, aren't you guys getting mittens when you plant seeds in the ground? I mean, my garden is nothing but mittens. Makes sense, right? Yeah, right? Of course! Yeah, I'm just gonna stop now. Anyway, the Cutie mitten, a very cute glove, is actually the best glove in the game for the ladies. So I'm gonna give it to Philia. As you see, it's not that great, but it's good. So that's why I bought 5 of those Lanicore seeds. I'm gonna make 1 more cute mitten. But then you might ask, why are you skipping on one of the ladies? Since you have 3 ladies in your party usually. Well, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm just gonna spoil a little bit and tell you that you will get another Cutie mitten in the final dungeon. So we don't need to make another one here. But now that I showed you how to get the Cutie mitten, I am gonna cut until I get my next item or the next new seed. So I'll see you guys back in a flash. Alrighty, so this time I'm using a fence seed and I'm gonna make a Charrock seed. It's actually very easy to do. Just use fertilizer 2 3 times and you will get the best seed. Alrighty, we'll get a sea seed. As I said, it's a Charrock seed and it kinda looks like 2 eggs, but oh well. So this is the seed that most people call the best. But what are we gonna get from the Charrock seed? Well, very good stuff, of course. Like some very interesting discs. But before you get anything, you want to try to get the so-called golden seed, which is actually very easy to get. You just have to use fertilizer 1, 2, and then 3. Very, very simple. I'm not gonna cut this out because it's actually pretty important. But what do you think you need a golden seed for? Well, remember Otto back in the in Otto's lab where we found the assistant for Riker in the Rashid Castle. He said something about he wanted to see a special seed or something like that. Well, the golden seed is, well, it's golden. It must be something special, right? Well, let's find out. And we get the golden seed. Now, I don't think you can actually plant this one. Strange seed that shines like gold. Cool. So, how about we go to Otto's lab and we actually give him the golden seed. Let's see what he says. And maybe we also get the reward. Who knows? Yeah, I know. I would totally do this even though I didn't get a reward. Yeah, of course, we will get a reward. A very, very worth it reward too. So, let's see if I can actually find my way to their sheet. I kinda doubt it, and I think I just passed it. No, actually... Yeah, I'm messing up already. Great! Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad, I suppose. Ah, that went decently. No, I didn't want to. Of course, I find my way to their sheet pretty easily, and I just exit the town. Yeah, great. So let's head to Otto's lab. And let's give him the golden seed. Hey Cannon, hey Levi, and hey everyone. Don't care about you guys right now. I care though about you. That color! That shine and that shape! Eureka! That's the golden seed I've been searching for! Give me that! Come on, come on! I don't think you are... I don't think you want it enough, Otto. Nope, you're not gonna get it. Of course I'm gonna give it to you. Ah, a wise choice. I'll give you this in exchange. I'm only interested in living things. And we get Giant, which is a very interesting disc. Your contribution to my research will be noted in my glorious research history. In my footnotes, of course. Yeah, of course. Now, run along. Fine, fine. Anyway, the Giant disc is very, very interesting. You see, the stats aren't really the greatest. An aura disc engraved with the image of a giant. Okay, that sounds cool. So let's who's gonna get it? I wonder. Actually, I don't think anyone's actually gonna get it right now. I'm just gonna show you the spell that it gives. So, it gives you the Earthquake spell. Causes the user to increase in size and creates an earthquake. Yeah, sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? How about we just go outside and try it out right now? I think it's gonna be quite fun to see a giant Philia. And I also like the fact that it doesn't just cause an earthquake. No, the user just turns into a giant and then causes the earthquake. That's pretty badass, to be quite honest. Alright, let's do this. Flying enemies? Sure, don't really care. Philia, can you please cast Earthquake? Adorable. It's not that great of a spell really, since, well, there's a lot of flying enemies in this game. But it's cool to have nonetheless. But, believe it or not, the Earthquake spell actually got a second use too. Which I won't be able to do right now, but soon enough. You actually need the Giant Disc to get Stahn's final Sacred Skill. Which we need to be level 52 to get, but yeah, that won't be for a little while. So that's why I really recommend that you get at least the Giant Disc, or the Golden Seed. But there are still 3 more seeds I need to plant. One of them is gonna turn into another Cutie Mitten for Rutee, and the 2 others will turn into special discs. So I'm gonna meet you guys back when I have another Charok seed that I'm gonna turn into one of the discs. Alrighty, so I planted another Charok seed, and I used fertilizer 212. And when you do that, you will get the Wind Power Disc, which is pretty damn good, as you see. 280, 280. Not bad. But the most important thing is, of course, what spells do you get from it? Well, it's actually a spell that we haven't seen before. You will get Wind Arrow, which we have of course seen. We get Storm, and we get Divine Wind, which is the final spell that Garr actually learns, but he hasn't gotten it yet, I think. No, he has not. So I think also we should show off Divine Wind before I go and get the final disc that I'm gonna get from the seeds. I know this episode has been boring and, well, very slow, but I knew that was gonna happen with the seed game. It is kind of boring. Anyway, let's use Divine Wind. Yep. That was definitely something. I guess God really have a very bad breath or something. Thank you, Rutee. Thank you. Just add a little more epic to the awesome. Very, very nice. But yeah, Divine Wind is God's breath from Fantasia. Archie used it, and back in Fantasia it was also the ultimate wind spell, so it makes sense, I'll say. Even though Divine Wind sounds more like God's fart, but yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. No, no. I'm too mature for that. Yeah, right. But anyway, there is one more disc for us to get with the Charok Seed, so I will meet you guys back when it's in full bloom. Alrighty, so another Charok Seed, and this time I used fertilizers 3, 1, and 4. And we get the Dark Power Disc, which is another one that is pretty damn good. I'm gonna give it to Rutee right now, and let's go and check it out. Or maybe we should see what spell we get first. I always do that. We get Dissolve. Dissolves that enemy down to atomic level. Yeah, sounds pretty badass, wouldn't you say? Let's go and let's try it out. I can't... Actually, to be honest, I can't remember this spell. Because I never really get the Dark Power Disc, and I don't think any of your party members actually get the Dissolve spell either. But, let's try it out. Stop! Awesome! Yeah, it's the Ascension skill, or spell, that is basically a instant death. It looks cool though, I mean, the enemy just shrinks. Ah, didn't work. Huh? Spell had no effect. Too bad. Yeah, it was one of these spells that Rutee, what? Yeah, Rutee was in Tales of Fantasia. It's one of the spells, or one of that Archie had in the Super Famicom version of Tales of Fantasia, since Archie had a lot of instant death spells in that game, which they, as I said, which I said way back then, they took out most of them in the PlayStation version. But actually, that is all that I wanted to show with the seed planting side quest. So, once again, I just want to apologize that this video got a little bit boring. There was barely any battles in it. But believe me, we are not done yet on this continent. Oh no, next time will be mostly battles, believe me, because we are gonna tackle the arena again, since there are new enemies and new rewards to get. And more bruisers to kick around. Can't wait. So, I thank you all for watching, and I see you all then.